capitalize on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because, you know, guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
That one hammered but pulled foul. May fires. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count.
2-2 the count.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Next pitch is outside. Now that's smacked to right center. And that's a base hit. So he ends up with a hit after seeing a lot of pitches. That was a good at bat.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Josh Gibson stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Bellinger gets his lead at first with nobody out. And that is downstairs. And the count now even up. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 1 down. And now it's Alex Bregman. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Ball.
Man at first, 1 away. Line drive, that's a base hit out of the left center field. Bellinger around second on his way to third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Pitch was in and off the plate. It's so hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Giancarlo Stanton in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1.
1-1. That's ball 2.
First and third, 1 down.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there. And now Adolis Garcia. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. And that will end the inning. Top of the second. Here's the second baseman, Ketel Marte. Ober back to work. Swing and a foul out of play. And he chases a high fastball there.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Got him looking. And 1 away. Joey Gallo steps to the plate. That's off the inside corner. And that's ball 1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Up the middle, Cruz. Slings to first, and they take care of Gallo for the out. Jason Dominguez now at the plate.
24, Jason Dominguez.
Check swing, and he went. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Check swing, no appeal.
That's big right there, being able to check your swing. Think about the count swing. Instead of 0-2, he's sitting 1-1 against a really good arm.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strike. Back here in Detroit, here's Josh Young. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And a swing and a miss there.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Here's O'Neill Cruz. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. Little chopper rolls foul. Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The shortstop takes the ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
High fly ball out towards left field. That one back there. Booyah! An absolute smash to left. It's 2-0. Mike Piazza will hit next. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Stretches out and hauls it in. Bernie Williams getting ready to hit.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
On the ground right side, Marte slinging into first in time. So the lineup flips
Now
over. Bellinger up to hit.
Cody.
1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit. Josh Gibson stepping in now. Yeah, that's fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Next offering misses down and away. And now the count is even.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Gallo over to first. Inning over. And back at Comerica Park. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Bo Naylor. Outside corner for a strike.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
And that one missing low.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball 2. 2-2 the count.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Steps on first for the out.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
Corbin Carroll, the next to hit, takes outside. And another ball.
Inside.
And that's a base hit into left field. So that will bring up the top of the order with 1 away.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Carroll at first, 1 gone. Check swing, called strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a good eye there. And it remains 2-2.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
And that one is downstairs. And the count's full.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be.
Runner takes off. Got him swinging. go to second. Out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. And here is Alex Bregman. Here's a rocket out to left. Wood makes the catch, and there's one gone. Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. In the air, right field. Carroll makes the play. 2 away. 2 down, bases empty. In steps Adolis Garcia, also known as El Bombi.
1-0.
First offering misses badly for ball 1. Garcia, 28 years old, and he was born in Cuba. In the air, left field, down the line. It gets down, a base hit. Next to hit, Josh Young. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Now he breaks his bat, and they tag him out. And we're back as we go to the top of the 4th. Here's Trevor Story. Swings and misses. And that's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Way out front for strike 2.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Next is the designated hitter, Tony Gwynn. Flied out his first time.
Here's one of those
Off the plate,
crazy
ball 1.
stats about Tony Gwynn. If you split his career numbers in half, he'd still rank first in Padres history in runs, hits, total bases, and doubles.
1-1.
That one ripped. Garcia settles under it. And it's caught for the out. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Kyle Stowers. Struck out swinging his first time. Bellinger in a full sprint. And that is that. Back here in Detroit, now O'Neal Cruz. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Well, these guys doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Mike Piazza, the next to hit.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
And there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Bernie Williams. Pop foul out of play off to the right. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one hit to right. Carroll should have this one. Squeezes it, and that is that. Back at Comerica Park, ready now for the 5th inning. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
Well, these players just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Up and in, and it's 2-1.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
That one back there, and it's out of here into the home bullpen for a homer, and they've got their first run. It's 2-1. Here's Joey Gallo. Grounded out to short in his first trip. Back there. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. And now here is Jason Dominguez. Went down on strikes his first time through. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. 2 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging
Now
back into the outfield for that catch.
Oh.
We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Naylor in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. Oh, that hit him. Safe at first, and now after the play, we'll check on the right-hander status.
Right number 7.
This is Corbin Carroll. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Naylor off of first with 2 away. Pitch misses inside. And 1-1. Bregman handles to first, and that is the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Stepping in, Cody Bellinger. May back to work. Swung on, and there it goes. It is high. It is far. It is gone. He sends it out of here. It's 3-1. And now Josh Gibson. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
You know, this group of hitters doing a good job of simply getting the...
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Booyah! He hammers one out to center. It's 4-1. Now it's Alex Bregman. 1 for 2.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
This one in the air, right field. Carroll on his way over. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Foul ball. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Pitch is in the dirt, and it's 1-2.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
Ripped on the ground a second. Marte throws to first in time, and they take care of Stanton for the out. 2 down, base is empty, and now the center fielder, Adolis Garcia, and that one is lifted in the air. Dominguez makes the catch, inning over. Top 6, and now James Wood.
The left fielder, James Wood.
Wood, 22 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2021. Bounced up the middle. Bregman tosses to first, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Trevor Story comes up to the plate. Swing and a chopper out to short. Whips it across. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. Tony Gwynn now at the plate. That one drifts inside.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
No strikes.
Check swing, but he went too far. 2-1 now.
1 strike.
On the ground. What a stop. Jump throw across his body, and very nicely done. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th. Now the third baseman. Goose Gossage on the pitch here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
0-1.
Gossage deals.
0-1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Fly ball to right. Carroll. And there's one down. So up next,
Now
O'Neill
batting,
Cruz.
the shortstop,
He's already homered here in this one.
Cruz.
Starting to
got?
go after it. Now a look down to third, and no swing, says Joe McDonald. Swing and a miss as he was out front that
1-1.
time.
Well, here's a deal not everyone remembers. Cruz was actually signed by the Dodgers in 2015, but Los Angeles dealt him to Pittsburgh in 2017 for Tony Watson. That's a rare trade the Dodgers just might regret.
Oh, nice play. Throw to first, and that's a great play for the out.
Now batting, the catcher.
Great read off the bat by the second baseman. He took it perfect angle to get to this ball, knowing that he was going to have to dive to cut it off. Gets up and completes the play from the outfield grass. What a great job of picking up his pitcher.
And first offering is fouled off. And that's downstairs and outside. 2 outs, base is empty. Swings through that one, out in front that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Story sends it over to first. That is the inning. New inning getting started. And now the first baseman, Kyle Stowers.
Kyle Stowers. Now pitching. Yeti Kulo.
That one finds the corner. 0-1.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Piazza fires the first. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout. Ketel Marte up to the plate.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that junk.
Just missed. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So digging in, Joey Gallo. 0 for 2 in this one. Bunted back towards the mound. Not in time. That's a bunt single.
Just a good job putting the ball in play and then busting down the first baseline. Beat the throw pretty easily. With the defense in the shift, that's wide open to anyone that wants to take it, and he did. You still have to execute it, though. You got to take your...
Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the 3rd out. Back here in Detroit, bottom of the 7th, digging in, Bernie Williams.
Bernie Williams.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
0-1's the count.
That's off the mark, and the count even 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Up the middle. Marte throws to first in time, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. 1 down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. And first offering is fouled off. 1 out, base is empty. Out towards right center field. Dominguez makes the grab on the run.
Now
down to
back,
number 2
first
hitter,
baseman,
Josh Gibson. He's already homered in this game. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Dominguez. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Back at Comerica
Leading
Park.
off for
And the batter
Cyclones,
now,
the
Bo
catcher,
Naylor.
Bo Naylor.
Coulombe back to work.
Well, it's critical right here
Outside.
that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in.
Oh, he
That's
doesn't
ball
get
two.
the call. Ball 2.
Well, it's a good
2-1.
pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Puts it away for the out. So up next, Corbin Carroll.
Now batting, right fielder Corbin Carroll.
And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Off the
No,
plate inside.
inside.
1 ball, 1 strike. Just
Ball.
missed. They say you win. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 8th. Inside,
3-2.
just missed. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. James Wood will hit next. 0 for 3 in this one. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
That clips the corner.
Well, this guy's so comfortable
Oh,
hitting
good.
with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
And that one handled. Tosses across the first, and that is. And welcome back to the
Leading off
ballpark.
for Georgia,
Now it's the second
second
baseman,
baseman,
Alex
Alex
Bregman.
Bregman. Now pitching.
Trevor Hoffman takes
Trevor
over on the mound.
Hoffman.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
That's out to center field. Dominguez on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one
Now
away.
batting, the right
Here's
fielder
Stanton now.
Giancarlo Stanton.
That one found hard the other way. In the air out towards right center. Carroll sizing this one up. And he makes the catch. 2 away now. 2 outs, base is
Now
empty.
batting,
Now
the
a
center
chance
fielder,
for Adolis Garcia. 1 for 3.
Garcia.
That just
Ball 1.
misses. 1-0. Hit hard on the ground and up the middle, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Everything came together for him. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. The velocity. And we're back. Now. It's going to be Trevor Story. Pinch hitter coming on, Carlos Delgado.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
First
Ball
pitch,
1.
and he just misses. Gagne, 28 years old, and he was born in Canada. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
1-1.
Chases the changeup in the dirt. Piazza fires the first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike. And next is the designated hitter, Tony Gwynn.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Oh, 1 now. Just missed. And that is cut on and missed. And the count 1-2.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
So they're down to their final out. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Kyle Stowers. That one's in there. Strike one. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. And that's a little bit high. And the count is 1-1.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
That misses
that
off
ball
the
went out.
outside edge.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Gagne is just 1 strike away. Got him. And that'll do it.
I don't care if you're a top team or you're a middle of the pack team.